Okay. So here, that is what exactly I told you. When it comes to XOR operator, you can able to see when you comes to XOR operator, if both the operands are say having similar bit values means then it will be 0. Suppose if it is 1 1 also, then also it will be a 0 only. Okay, for this one. If it is 1 1 also, then also it will be 0. If these operands are totally different means then you will going to get the values that is 1 1 1 like that. Okay, you can able to see 0 1, then you will going to get the value 1 1 0, you will going to get the value 1 0 1, you will going to get the value 1. Again, when it comes to what is this complement operator, so once complement I am doing the complement for this basically. So here we have a value, a value is 0 0 1 0 for 2. Okay, this is the binary value for 2, this is the one. Okay, binary value is this. So what I'm doing, adding the ones complement here, 0 1, you will going to get the value 1 1, again nothing is there, so that's why 1 0, again 0, again 0 0, you will going to get this value. Yes or not? What is the value of decimal value? That is 3. Okay, that is the reason why you people are getting all this. This is all about bitwise operator. If you have any doubts, let me know. So I will going to write a program right now. Okay. Okay, so this is our program. So we have a main method here. Yes or not? We have a main method. Again, we have a class name that is bitwise. So we're going to write a program. So it's very easy one and simple one. Easily we will going to finish off this one. Yes or not? So what I will going to do, I will going to take two variables as like we have studied theory, right? As like that, we will going to take some values over here. Suppose example integer a, I will going to take. Okay, we got yes. Okay, fine. A by mistake. You can take whatever you want it here. There is no restriction at all. First of all, okay, you take val or value, whatever it may be. That is left to you guys. Okay, so just I will going to take val. So here I will going to mention something like 10. Okay, I will take 10 value. Again, I will take one more integer value. Integer, I will take var. Okay, var, that is my variable name. That is equal to, I will take, guys, let me take small examples. Later, we will going to change this one. Okay, small examples I will take because for conversion, it will be very easy for us. That's the reason why. So I will take 5. Again, I will take some value like 7, like that. Okay, so that's it. Very simple one we will take. Later, if you want it, you take 100, 200, whatever you want it. Okay. So that is left to you guys. Okay. SYSO control spacebar. Okay, that's it. So done. So here what I will going to do, first I will going to convert these values. Okay, val as well, where you can able to see. So this one I will going to convert it into, what is that? Bitwise AND operator first. I will going to say AND operator here. So what I will do, caps and, okay, just I will going to mention here caps and, that is equal to, okay, here I will going to say something like that. What is the values we have? So that is val, sorry, caps, we are not going to use the caps here, and var here. So this is how we will going to do this, guys. Clear, guys? Anybody have doubts? Let me know, guys. So this is how we're going to do it. So we have a val value, so that is 5. Again, var value, that is 7. Okay, so here you can able to say val value is 5. You convert this val value 5 into binary first. After that, you will going to convert this one var value 7 into binary first. After that, you check it out. So for example, I will show you. For example, I will show you. So here, what is the value of 5? Binary value. What is the binary value? Okay, 0. Come on. So binary value, that is 0. Okay. 8 4 4 means what? Then 1, again 0, again 1. So this is your binary value of our 5. Again 7. Guys, 7. What is the value? So that is 0, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yes or not? Now you will going to see this one. So very simple and easy one. Both the values are 1 1. What is the value you will going to get it? You will going to get the value 1. Again 0 1. What is the value you will going to get it here? You will going to get the 0. Again 1 1. You will going to get the value 1. Again 0 0. You will going to get the value 0. What is this value? 4. Again 4 plus 1. 5. You will going to get it. Clear? Yes or not? Clear, everyone? Clear? Are you clear with this concept? Let me know. Are you clear with this concept, everyone? Fiza? Yeah. Yes. I know. So let me run now and you will going to understand. So rest of the things is very easy. Okay. Got it, guys? That's it, guys. This is, we will call it as bitwise operator. So nothing else. This is what we call it as bitwise operator. It's very simple and easy one. So what I will going to do, I will going to copy this one. I will paste it here one by one. Okay. So all the operators I will going to discuss here. So what is that? This is or use the pipeline. Again, we have power. Use the power here. Okay, power. Again, here use the. So here I will going to use only one operand. Okay, so for this val. Okay, if you want it, you can able to use for val. I will going to use both the things here. Negation. Okay, so this is use this one, guys. Negation, and this is XOR. Yes or not? XOR. Okay, again this one is OR. Okay, that's it. That's it, ma. That's it. Very simple. You check it out. Check out the answers. What is the answer? You will going to get it. Let me know. If you are clear, let me know. So this is what we call it as bitwise operator. You should not forget this. This concept taught by Monax. Okay, na clear everyone? Fiza done. Raghu done. Raghu, Dev, any doubts? Raghu, Manita, any doubts? Please message, guys. Okay, and verify this answer. Verify this answer, guys. Okay, verify this answer. We verified 5. Verify about 7. Verify about 7. Verify with 7 and verify with 2 and verify with -8. Okay, just check it out. So I will going to verify. Meanwhile, you also parallelly verify it. Okay, because you should not have doubts in future as well. Okay, here let me take 1 minute. Okay, so what I will do, I will going to just erase these things. It is better. It's very good actually. Fine, that's cool. Okay, see here for this one, or what we're going to do. So both the values are 1, that's why 1, again 1, again 1, again 0. That's it. What is the value we're going to get it? Forget about 8, 4, 5, 6, again 7. What is the value? That is 7. Are we getting? Yes. Done. Again one more. So again one more. We will do this. Finish. Okay, done. Now one more. We will do this. So what is this? XOR. Okay, XOR means if both the values are similar, then you will going to get the value. That is, what is that? You will going to get the value that is 0. If it is different, you will going to get the value 1. So here this one is 0, but the values are 1 1. That's why bit values are similar. So here 1, because bit values are different. 0, again 0. So what is the value you will going to get it? That is 2. Exactly, we are getting. That's it. Done. Again next one. Next one. We will see next one. Okay, here you can able to see what is that. We are taking this one 7. So convert this one 7. So that is so when you convert this one into binary 1 1 1 0. Yes or not? Again what I will do, so I add 1. Okay, finally 1 1 you will going to get, what is the value? 1 1 you will going to get the value that is 0. Again 1. Yes or not? Again 0. Again you will going to get 1 here. Yes or not? No. 1 1 0, again 1, again 0. So but we are getting different answer, right? -8. We check it out with this. Check it out why I'm getting -8, or I think I made a wrong in this. Did I done anything wrong in this? Let me know, guys. Let me know. Check what is the wrong in this. Let me know. I think I made something wrong here. Yeah. 110. Okay, you check it out. So basically, you're going to get minus height here as per that. Okay, you check this one. Minus height, you check it out. So these are all commonly we will call it as bitwise operator. It's very easy. You can able to check it out. There is no problem in that. Okay. Very simple and easy one. So this is all about, we will call it as bitwise operator. If you have any doubts, let me know, so that I can able to clear your doubts. Okay, let's talk about relational operators. It's very simple and easy one. What I will going to do, I will going to take a few variables here, integer. Let me take x. Okay, so I will going to assign some value that is something like 2. Whatever you wanted, you assign, not a problem. It's not a big deal. Okay, so whatever you wanted, you assign here. Again, integer, something you take it as y. Okay, y is equal to, assign some value to this particular y variable, something like I will going to take 3. You missed n because of whatever you wanted, you take it, not a issue here. Okay, integer, something you take z. Okay, so z is equal to, you provide values like 3, like that. So whatever you wanted, you can able to provide. It's not a big deal. Okay, you know, right? So basically, we are we are checking what we are checking, whether it is less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. We are checking. That is the reason why I'm doing this. Now, what I will going to do first, basically, when you do this relational operator, okay, so what happens, you will going to get the boolean value, true or false, like that you will going to get it. That is the reason why, instead of using, okay, this one, what is that, integer or character, float, like that, instead of using data types, what I will going to do, I will going to use something like boolean as a data type here. Okay, boolean. So what I will going to do, I will going to say something like s1. Okay, s1 is equal to, I will want to write this one s1. X is, take this one, x is greater than y. Okay, now fine, everyone, clear? Guys, x is greater than y. That is what exactly I'm doing. What is the value of x? X value is 2. I will take pointer here, just a moment. Okay, what is the value of x? That is 2. Yes or not? You see here, what is the value of x? That is 2. Again, what is the value of y? Y value is 3. Fine, y value is 3. So 2 is greater than y. So is it true? You tell me, is it true or false? Okay, so I'm printing the value of s1 now, s1. So now you check it out, run it, build and run it, then you will want to see. So you are getting false. Clear, everyone? Everybody understood now? Guys, this is what we call it as relational operators. Okay, so this is what we call it as, basically when you compare with two operands, or when you do the condition with two operands, basically you will going to get the boolean value. What is that boolean value? That is 2. One is true, otherwise is false. So that is the reason why I'm taking this boolean. Otherwise, why should I take the boolean here? I can able to use the integer, right? So when you do this one, see, automatically you are getting the error. X is greater than y. It is not at all. Whatever the comparison you will going to do, whatever the condition you will going to check here, that is not exactly match with this particular data type. So that is the reason why we cannot able to store the data which this expressions give you the result. Okay, whatever the result will going to give this expression, that result cannot be stored in S1 because of the, this is a data type mismatch. When I run this, you can able to see it will going to show you data type mismatch. Yes or not? Okay, type mismatch is happening. So that is the reason why I'm taking boolean. Clear, ma? Everyone clear? Please leave the message here if you are clear. Leave the message if you are clear. Guys, leave the message. Okay, fine, nice. Today actually very good class, but I don't know, I'm taking a lot of time to explain all those things. It's okay, guys, it's like not a problem. Again, I will going to take here one more. Okay, so boolean, just I will going to copy here. No, don't worry, I will not going to copy boolean. So let's take S2. Okay, S2 that is equal to, I will going to write something like Y is greater than or equal to, okay, you write something like Z. Okay, we're going to take Z here. So whatever you wanted, you can able to take. What is the value of Y? You see here. What is the value of Y? Y value is 3 as well as Z value is also 3. Okay. Take the Y value and take the Z value. Okay. Check with this condition. Okay. Compare with this. Okay. So 3 is equal to 3. That condition, one condition satisfies. Again, 3 is greater than 3. This condition, what is that? This condition will going to be false. Yes or not? It indicates very clearly when you use this kind of operator, at least one, okay, at least one condition must be satisfied. At least one condition has to be satisfied. Here you can able to see 3 equal to 3, it is satisfying. That is the reason why you will going to get the answer that is true. Clear? Everybody clear? So just I will going to take this one, I will copy this one, I will going to paste it over here. Again, I will going to print S2. S2. Okay, run it. Run. You can say false for this, yes or none. Okay, false for this. If you want it, you can able to do like this. Give the string here. Sorry, give the string here. Say that S1 is equal to. So that's it here. Again, add the concatenation. Done. That's it over. So here also, if you want it, you can do like this. So that is S2 is equal to, put the concatenation. That's it. Okay, now finish. That's it. Cool. Over. Guys, clear, guys? Let me know if you are clear. Okay, so this is how you're going to do the relational operators. Very, very important. All these things are very, very important. So you should be very careful. Okay, this is greater than or equal to, again, greater than equal to. What I will do, I will going to copy this one. Okay, just I will going to copy this one. I will going to paste it here. So I will going to make this one less than, okay, less than. Again, here I will going to make less than or equal to. Okay, less than or equal to, I will going to make it. So now you tell me what is the value of x here? X value is 2. 2 is less than y. Then what is the value you will going to get it? You will going to get the answer. What is the answer you will going to get it? For this, you will going to get the answer true. Again, here you can able to see y is less than or equal to z. Again, you will going to get the answer true. So let me print that one so that you will not going to get confused with this. Okay, let me print it. So here I will take this and I will want to paste here. I will want to say this one. I will want to say this one S3. Again, I will want to make this one S4. Again, I will want to print S3 here. Okay, I will want to make S4 here. Here S3. Guys, again here S4. That's it. Okay, build and run it. Okay, now clear? Everyone clear now? Guys, clear? Everybody clear? Leave the message, guys. Leave the message so that I can able to get confirmed. Less than or equal to, greater than equal to is there now? Okay, one more is there. Again, if you are understood that one, so one more operator. We will going to take one more operator. Just I will going to copy this one. Okay, guys, I will going to copy this one. Okay. What happened? I will copy this. I will paste it here. Now you see, I will want to change these variables, that is S4, right? S5. Again, I will want to change this variable, that is S6. Okay. Now what I will do, just you see, observe here, x equal to, okay, x equal to y, and it is not equal to, okay, so not equal to, so like that I will do. So now you can able to see y, what is the value of x? X value is 2 here, it will take 2. Again, what is the value of y? Y value is 3 here. So now you tell me 2 equal to 3? No, that is the reason why you will going to get the false. Again, here you can able to see what is the value of y? Y is 3. Okay. What is the value of z? Z is equal to 3. Yes or not? Both the values are 3. But what is the operator you can able to see? y is not equal to z. Is it true or false? It is false. Basically y equal to z, but it is saying that y is not equal to z. Basically it is false. Okay, so let me print those things also so that you will get verified and they will be okay. Okay, so here I will going to mention, so S5, again here I will going to mention that is S6, that is S5, again here I will going to mention S6. That's it. All right. Okay, na? Clear, guys? Everybody? Guys, everybody clear? Yes or not, guys? Hello? Clear, huh? Yes or not? Please leave the message. Please leave the message, everyone. Leave the message immediately. Yes. Okay, that's it. You can able to see. So all this, okay, whatever the things we have discussed, everything is here. Yes or not? X is greater than y. Is it true? Actually, that is false. Again, y is greater than or equal to z. Is it true? Actually, one condition satisfied. That's why it is true. Yes or not? That is what. Again, here also you can able to see both are true here. Again, here you can able to see x value is 3. Yes or not? What is the value of x here? Just a moment. X value is 2. Okay, what is the value? Y value, that is 3. 2 equal to 3? No, false. That's why false. Again, you can able to see y equal to 3, z equal to 3, 3 equal to 3. That is true actually. But here they are saying that 3 not equal to 3. Basically, both are equal, but it is saying that not equal. That's why you are going to get the value false. That's it. So this is what we call it as a relational operator. If you have any doubts with this relational operator, let me know. I will explain once again. Okay, now let me know, guys.